Good morning, and welcome to It's a Beautiful Day in Fairfield, our weekly podcast every morning, every Friday morning at 8:30 on RJ on the Air.
Giving us some extra work there,
Well,
Mark.
I'm trying to. I'm Mark Turner. That's Claire Vaughn. Sheriff Chris Otey has joined us.
We just talked
know,
about
said his
Ken. Yeah.
And I did that a couple weeks ago with Doug Skaggs.
Yeah. Doug Strange.
I called him Doug Strange. Yeah. It's an
wow.
age thing.
Yeah, it happens to the best of us. I have known people my whole life, and I'm still like sometimes scared to call them by name. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
Like names
Sure,
are just
sure.
they're my weakness. And my dad always tells this joke about the Sam Carnegie course that he took, or Dale Carnegie
Yeah,
course.
Dale
I
Carnegie.
can't remember, but he would say it was. Oh yeah, I learned how to remember names in the Sam Carnegie course. It was Dale, so he's pretty funny. Well, thank you for coming, Chris, Sheriff
Yeah.
Otey.
Absolutely. Thank you for having me.
We're excited. This has been like a month in the making, right?
Yes, we had
Last
to
time we
cancel
had
last time.
we had to cancel, and Double D came and filled in for us
Yeah.
in the nick of time. So we're glad to finally have you here, and just kind of want to chat with you about the sheriff's office, and I'm really interested in knowing how did you get here? How did you become Sheriff Otey? You know what I mean? Like, what
Sure.
led you to this point?
Sure.
Has this been a dream of yours your entire life, or
It was my dream to get in law enforcement.
okay?
I was in high school during 9/11,
Right.
and from that time, I just had a calling to go into law enforcement. So I was in college. I was actually planning on in college never coming back to Wayne County.
Weren't we all? Yeah, weren't we all?
And so I was in the process of testing in different places. I was actually getting ready to test at Vanderburgh County over in
Okay.
Evansville.
Yeah.
They had some openings in Wayne County, and everybody I spoke to said, no, go ahead. And at that time, getting into law enforcement was very difficult.
Right.
They said test everywhere.
Right.
So I was like, fine, I'll come back and
Okay.
test.
I'll make my mama happy, you know.
And then I got hired, and
Were you kind of like, oh crap?
no, I was excited. I was excited. So then once I got here, I kind of I had done ride-alongs with larger departments
Yeah.
before. So once I got to the Wayne County Sheriff's Office, I kind of realized that we are big enough to do a lot of things,
Right.
but we're also small enough where you don't just pass off everything to a detective.
Right, right.
So I liked that. I
Yeah,
like
you're
being
more
able
involved.
to. You're usually there. The deputy's usually there, even if it goes to detective.
Yeah.
They're usually there from start to finish.
That's cool.
In a lot of the larger departments, you go there, take the initial.
Yeah.
You pass it on, then you're going on taking the next initial.
Right, because there's so much
Yeah,
going
yeah.
on.
So
Yeah.
here you do have to be more of a jack of all trades.
Right.
But I just really enjoyed it, and so I was hooked.
You're a lifer.
I was
Now you're
hooked.
here. Yeah. Well, that's cool.
I don't know how many people I've talked to that grew up in Wayne County and said, well, I left after high school.
We were all ready to.
I am never going to come
No.
back. And next thing you know, you're back.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
It's something about the community. Like, it drives you crazy, I think, as a kid, that everyone knows your business, and,
Yeah.
everyone knows your mom and dad, and they're telling them everything you're doing or whatever. But when I moved away, I missed that. Like, you start
Yeah,
to realize,
yeah.
like, okay, yeah, I have friends that are family out here, but you don't have the people down the street that are looking out for you.
Sure.
You know what I mean?
Sure.
And it really, you start to appreciate, I think, the older that you get. You
Yeah,
start
if
to
you go on
appreciate
vacation,
that.
they're watching your house.
Yeah.
or-
Yeah.
And it's just a great
You know.
place to raise kids.
It
too.
is.
Yeah.
It is. I cannot imagine raising them anywhere else,
Yeah.
and I love it here. I love the school systems. I love the
Mm-hmm.
teachers. You know, they treat
Absolutely,
our
yeah.
kids like they're their kids,
Yes.
and
Yes.
it is a great place. Obviously, not without some faults, because
Sure.
otherwise we wouldn't have such a great sheriff's department. But yeah, it is. It's a lot better than in my mind, Evansville or a bigger city. You
Sure.
know, so.
Now, with the sheriff's department, you guys, this is a huge county, and you guys travel
is.
a long way.
Yes, we do.
We cover all of it. All of
yes.
Wayne County. That's
Yes.
crazy.
So if you are especially if you're on I-64 over by the Jefferson County line, and then you get a call to the Wynoosa area.
Oh, my
Yeah.
gosh.
I mean, you're talking almost an hour to
Yeah.
45 minutes to an hour drive.
I'll be there in an hour, and that's
Yeah.
me speeding with my lights on,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
We
a long
usually try, depending on how many deputies are on at one time,
Right.
we usually try not to be,
way. Right.
we try to be as spread out as possible.
Yeah.
But then there's some times where this call takes 2 or 3 deputies, so we're all over here.
Uh-huh.
And, you know,
Yeah.
that just happens. And
Wow.
it never fails. Your next call is going to be at least 30 minutes away.
That's just,
So in-
that's just crazy.
In that moment, like, if city can respond faster, do you call on the city departments, or do other places in Wayne County have a city department, or is it just Fairfield?
So Wayne City does have a
Okay.
police chief. Obviously, he's not on at all times. 'cause
Right,
he can't
right.
work all the time. But,
Yeah.
yeah. So a lot of times, if it's close to Fairfield and we're really far away,
Yeah, you can
yes,
call
we
on
would
them.
call them, and they could go respond and at least
Right.
try to secure the scene until we get there.
Right.
So yeah, absolutely.
That's
We
good.
help them; they help us.
Yeah,
So, yeah.
that's nice to have for sure.
Yes.
Well, I know I've had instances before, and I wasn't sure where to go, like which police department to go, go to, and yeah, I always appreciated that. They're like, actually, you should be at city, but we'll help you. We'll get it,
Yeah,
we'll get it
yeah.
taken care of, and
Yeah.
then we'll go from there. So yeah,
Lots of interagency cooperation.
Yes.
yeah.
And you see it all the time. I don't know how many times I've seen, there'll be a city police car and a sheriff's department car.
Sure. Yeah.
Right at the same place.
Yes. Yes.
Sometimes some state
Yeah.
in there too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You betcha.
We had an exciting event happen not too far away from my house at one point, and I think there
Uh-oh.
was people from all law enforcement involved in that.
Oh yes. Yes.
My gosh, I woke up to pounding on the door. Like, it was so close. I thought it was my door. I'm like, jump out of bed. What is happening, What is going on? And there was literally police cars in my driveway, so I was like,
Yeah.
what is happening?
Yeah.
But I'm sure the rumors were flying. Wonder what Claire did now. Going back to the high school days,
That's what I was
zip
thinking.
ties, getting on
I
the
was
school
thinking,
bus.
okay, well, I guess I'll be doing the next game myself, by myself.
Oh, the memories. My husband decided to bring that story up to my 5-year-old the other day. I'm like, I think it's a little too soon to be sharing mommy's. And you're going to share mine. I can start sharing yours too, buddy.
Right. Right.
Listen, good times. I am thankful, honestly, for that day. So I got arrested, guys. I'm just telling you my backstory. I got arrested when I was 14 years old, drank a Zima, went to a high school party for the first time, drank a Zima. And, the cops busted in and gave us all breathalyzers. And if you blew over a .00, you got zip tied and hauled into the jail, the sheriff's department on a school bus. And I'm thankful for that day every day of my life, because it made me not touch a drop of alcohol again until I was 21 years old. I was always the life of the party with a Diet Coke in my hand, and it scared the living bejesus out of me, like, to be honest. And I know that they were doing their job, so, I mean, I never had any hard feelings, but I remember us sitting in the courtroom, we all had to sign. It was so embarrassing. All had to sign out of school that day together. Like, everyone, they knew what you were signing out for, because we all had the same court date. And we sit down in the courtroom, and my mom looks around. She goes, "Look, I am the only mother in here with 2 children." Because my sister got in trouble, too. I'm like, no, I see that mom over there. She has 2, too. She's like, shut up.
Yeah, she wasn't wanting to comment.
No, that was not something I should have answered to. But anyways, stuff happens, and she should have known I was going to have a response. Oh, goodness. Well, do you want to go into the weather for today?
I can
this
do
weekend?
that. Well, this weekend is, let me see if I can find it.
I saw something
Today's
about...
looking okay.
Yeah?
It's going to get cloudy eventually. Tomorrow they're saying like an 80% chance of rain and the
Okay.
high around 50. Now, I did see VPN. They've got
That's
an
what I was
event
gonna
tomorrow
say.
night at the Festival of the Lights, so they are going to keep an eye on the weather,
Okay.
and we'll announce at a later date whether or not they're still going to hold the event. If it's canceled tomorrow, it's going to be on Sunday.
Okay.
Sunday's looking all right, 46 for the high. Monday, 36 for the high, and windy. So, yeah.
'Tis the season. I'm so over
40,
the cold.
49, 51, 50, 51 again. So, break out the shorts for Christmas.
I feel like that's how it's been the past,
Yeah.
5 years or whatever. Like, no, we don't get white Christmases. We get warm
We
Christmases.
get warm, slushy Christmases.
And my poor
Yes.
kids, like, they see all these Christmas movies and it's always snowy.
yeah.
And so,
Oh, yeah.
like, they literally in their minds are like, it's not Christmas yet because there's not snow on the ground. Like, they're going to be so disappointed
I know.
on
I-
Christmas morning.
I do have a snow machine if you'd
yeah,
like
can
to
you
borrow
bring
it.
it over?
I'll let you borrow it.
Make my kids' dreams come true. Because, hey, and that's the best type of snow, when you could actually be in a T-shirt and shorts
Oh,
and
yeah.
play in it, you
Yes.
know? You're not freezing your butt off.
There are, I know over at Paoli, every once in a while, because they generate their own
Right.
snow. I mean, you can go skiing and tubing when it's like 55 degrees.
Right.
Yeah.
It's not a bad deal.
Yeah, I don't like snow as I get older as much as I did when I was a kid.
I think as a
That's because
kid,
you got to drive in it.
Yes.
right, you don't get days off
And
because
everybody
of
else
snow.
drives in it too.
Yeah.
Is my problem.
And I love the people that, when it ices, and they're just speeding along. Oh, I have four-wheel drive.
Yes.
That doesn't help you on the ice.
No.
Well, you can't stop still.
Right. Not gonna work. Okay, so that just popped something out of my head. You're talking about driving and the amount of work that, your workload increases.
Is it more arrest stories?
No.
Oh, okay.
That was my only one.
Oh, okay.
Knock on wood, I've never even had a speeding ticket after that. But so the solar eclipse is coming up in April, right?
Correct.
And that is one of my biggest worries about it is people who aren't from this area. We're going to have this influx of people that aren't from here. They're going to be following their GPS,
Oh,
taking
yes.
them to wherever. And what if it's flooding and they drive right through backwater because their GPS told them
That
to?
is also my
right?
biggest concern
Yeah,
too.
it's scary.
Crowd's number one, and then
Right.
that number two. Yes, that will be that. If there is flooded roadways,
Yeah.
we'll try to get with
Block
the highway
them.
department, or even if we have to put cones out, we'll do whatever we
Yeah.
can. But
Right, people.
there are still people that will drive around barricades.
Yeah. And I mean, I know, like, I've came up to backwater before on the roads, and it's like, oh, it doesn't look that deep. Like, let me try to go through it. And just don't,
Correct.
like,
Do not.
do not. Turn around, go a different way. Just stop right there and look at the
Yes.
solar eclipse, wherever
Yeah.
you're at.
Yeah, we still have a lot of people, and there'll be times that just kind of mind blowing. People, if there's a lot of people that come off I-64,
Right.
and then the quickest way for them to get to northern Illinois, it usually will take them up Enterprise Road,
Right.
and a lot of times they'll go north of Mount Airy.
Oh, yeah.
Well, Wynoo's floods.
Yeah.
And it looks like you're driving into a lake, but people will say, "Well, that was on my GPS." I'm like,
But there's a lake there.
I mean,
Yeah.
that's what it looks like you're driving into, but they'll do it.
Yeah, well, there's Lake Wynoo's. There's Lake Mill Shoals down,
yes.
down south of town.
Like Golden Gate.
Yeah.
For sure. Lake Pond Creek.
Lake
Been
Pond
through
Creek.
that one, yeah. Yeah, it's just people follow that Siri or that MapQuest
Yeah.
to a T. So, oh my gosh, but yeah, I'm
And then there's always someone in the back going, "It's flooded." Well, it told me to go this way.
the passenger seat driver.
Yeah.
That's me. My husband, works for a pole barn company, works for Walters Buildings, and he drives a big old truck with a big old trailer with like equipment on the back. And the audacity of me sitting in the passenger seat while he's driving his little truck or my minivan, like trying to tell him how to drive, like, why? Why do I think that I can drive better than him? He can haul all this heavy equipment, but I just can't help it,
Right,
like
right.
brakes. I see it. I think it's just a weakness of us as women. We just have to try to correct you guys.
I'm just not even gonna comment on that.
I'm just saying,
I'm pleading the fifth. I'll admit
Go with the
my
key.
faults. Yeah.
no comment.
I'll admit my faults for sure. Oh my gosh. Well, you want to talk about? Are you a Mule Nation fan? You ever watch Mule Nation?
Oh yeah.
We got some. We had an exciting week this week, and
Oh,
we got
man.
more coming up.
Yeah.
So let's see.
Well, we started off with the Christmas parade.
Oh yeah.
Was that
Well,
last? No, that was not
yeah,
last week. That was
yeah.
2 weeks ago.
2
Never
weeks
mind.
ago.
See, I'm just in a fog here in December.
Listen,
But
I feel you. let me see. We think we started out
We had basketball Monday and Tuesday.
Yeah, girls basketball on Monday versus El Dorado.
The Lady Mules scored 21 points in the third quarter. 21-0 in the third quarter.
That's amazing.
And comes away with a big win. Tuesday night, the boys take on Hamilton County. They came out, and Hamco was just shell-shocked, and beat them to go 3-0 in the Black Diamond. First wrestling match of the year on Wednesday.
Yeah, and they split it. It was a tri-match. So they won against Effingham, lost against Lawrenceville, which Lawrenceville, I guess, is undefeated so far this season. Like, they're just killing it.
Yeah.
So.
And then, we kind of we're taking some time off.
Are we? Because we have a game tomorrow.
Yes, tomorrow. Well, but after tomorrow. After tomorrow.
I'm like, Mark, I think you're on. No, you're not. You're not.
No, I'm not on.
You're not on.
I have a
that
family Christmas tomorrow.
Yeah.
Or else I would be on the game tomorrow. But
yeah, Double D and Grady and Alec are on the call for
and
that.
we're, I know the Mules play at Casey tonight, and we're just not going to be able to make it.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just. Well, first of all, it's a long drive. And the drive doesn't really bother me. It's just
Yeah, we had to cut a few games out, and so that one was the most appetizing to cut out, But hopefully next year, now that we've kind of been in the rhythm of it, we've got we'll have 2 years under our belt. I'm hoping to be more all inclusive next year, and pick up some more wrestling matches. That's another thing that a lot of people have reached out to us about, doing more
It's
wrestling.
been a lot of fun.
It's been fun.
Oh,
Yeah,
those
and
wrestling
they're great.
matches are fun. Yeah.
I don't remember, like our high school days. Wrestling wasn't as big of a deal. I don't feel like
we had a pretty good team.
We did. But there wasn't a lot of support behind it, which is sad because I mean I remember you guys being good, but the program has done wonders. I feel like, and they're trying really hard to gain awareness.
I mean, all of Mule Sports has really taken off.
Yeah, it's for a little town like we are. It's great to have such great sports programs, and
it seems like they're always having success at least at one sport during the season.
Right, and it's like we're having a great wrestling team. We had great volleyball, decent football. Didn't turn out the way they wanted this year, but it's still always a great football program.
But that's a good problem to have whenever we make the playoffs, but it's still, that wasn't a very good year.
Because when we were in school, it was
making
like
the playoffs was the goal.
That was the biggest thing, and it wasn't guaranteed, and now it's like assumed we're going to make it.
Yes.
So that's great. And then cross country was killing it this year. And
tennis
Tennis
did the same thing.
Yeah. So, I mean, to have all of those athletic teams that are doing so well. But wrestling, like, I don't think I went to a match in high school. And so, like, to actually sit and watch a wrestling match, like, holy crap, those kids work hard.
Yeah.
I mean,
Well, it's 6 minutes of constant movement.
And fighting your way up off of that ground and trying to lift someone the same body weight as you and get the takedown, I mean, I am impressed.
It is the most exhausting sport. Yes,
I
absolutely.
cannot even imagine that. And I feel like soccer would be really tough, like running up and down the field constantly, I
played soccer for a while. I played in some of the indoor leagues over at St. Louis.
Oh, yeah.
And indoor soccer is 10 times as tough as outdoor soccer.
Oh, really?
Because you're playing on basically an ice rink.
Oh.
With AstroTurf.
Oh, yeah.
And you got those high walls on the side, and that air just lingers.
Oh. Makes it hard.
Yeah.
But yeah, wrestling, you're using every like muscle in your body.
Yeah, I know. I know.
It's crazy. But anyways, then after tomorrow, we have a break.
Yeah, we'll take a little bit of a break till the El Dorado Holiday Tournament. Pairings are out.
Yeah.
We're number 7 seed. We get West Frankfort, 3:15 p.m. on the first day of the tournament, the 26th.
Yep.
Now, I was approached by someone the other day that asked me if we were going to be video streaming the Mules games at the El Dorado Holiday Tournament. Yes, we are.
Yeah, they heard we weren't, and we want to set the record straight. We will be there.
They had heard, and it's not a rumor, they had heard that the rights fees had just been, quadrupled, basically.
Yeah, $500 last year went up to $2,000.
Now, that is if you want to do all 24 games. we're only covering the mules, so the AD down there tells me that our rights fees will be significantly lower.
Yeah.
So we're going to be there.
We will be there.
Mm-hmm.
And that was one that we had everyone kind of fighting over going to, right? The El Dorado Holiday Tournament. Isn't that the one you guys... Oh, Carmi.
Oh, Carmi.
Carmi's the
The
one
El
you guys
Dorado's
love.
got a good hospitality room, too.
It's all about the hospitality.
I mean, they take care
room.
of you.
I love it. Yeah, Mark and Derek and Alec are covering most of those. I think Grady's hopping in on one as camera guy, too. So it'll be fun, and I'm excited to see how that goes.
Yeah.
Oh, shoot. I haven't done that yet.
Think if we beat West Frankfort, then we get the second seed Heron Tigers, which they're always good.
Yeah.
Yeah, they are.
We do have some people checking in on the live chat. We got Alderman McGill saying hello. Hi, Eugene. And we have Gordy Toombs.
Hey, Gordy.
It says Casey Toombs. He's like, this is Gordy, not Casey. Thanks for checking in with us. And we appreciate all you guys being here.
Mm-hmm.
Help spread the word. We're still trying to grow our following a little bit.
Our fan base.
Our fan base, yeah. Help spread the word, and we want to keep doing it. So, and hoping to expand and pick up another day. And, the goal and the end of it is to do
5 days a week, yeah.
Yeah, do a morning show.
I mean,
5
the
days a
ultimate
week.
goal is 5 days a week, but
Yeah.
there are certain things that have to be.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Sadly, we can't do it for our 12 followers that we currently have.
Right.
We love you. We do. But, yeah. Oh, my goodness. All right, we're going to roll into some events really fast. Give the people a break from looking at our faces. We have the Raw Beauty House Holiday Open House coming up today, actually, 5:30 to 7 p.m. So go and check that out. I know she has all sorts of different vendors. I saw she had ornament making for the kids and like yummy little cookies made up, and looks like it'll be a fun time. And just go check out that awesome business that we have in downtown Fairfield. Mark, you going? Sunday Fun Day, the Andy King Band.
I don't know.
He always
I
comes
say
up-
that every week. I don't know.
Listen,
Let's put it this way. We're going to try and make it out.
yeah, it is so much fun. I mean, I love it more in the summer. It's out at JW Saloon. They do one Sunday Fun Day a month, but I love it when it's outside and it's nice and warm,
Right.
and go and listen to some live music. There's not a lot of places in Fairfield that you can
Yeah.
do that. So
That's my go-to 7-word phrase
What?
for everything and anything. We're going to try and make it.
like me telling my kids, I'll think about it,
Yeah.
probably not going to
Oh, yeah.
happen, but yeah, then my next thing is just the solar eclipse, coming up April 8th, 2024, but we have a whole weekend planned for that, kicking off on Friday, April 5th at 6 with Little Texas out at the fairgrounds.
Mm-hmm.
There's going to be a craft fair out there. Bo Tatum and the Dirt Devils are opening for Little Texas, which is exciting for them. I'm happy for them. There's going to be food vendors and a beer truck. Can you guys believe it?
Yeah.
It's really happening in Fairfield, Illinois. I mean, knock on wood. I'm knocking. Another exciting thing coming up in March 9th, 2024 at the Wayne County Fairgrounds, Murder at the Derby. Another murder mystery dinner coming up by Murder Mystery Dinner Fairfield. It's a group of local girls, including myself, put on twice a year. So tickets go on sale on Monday for that, if you guys are interested. And then the Fall Fun Fest, just want to remind you of the date change on that. It is September 18th through 21st this year. So make sure you get your Airbnb reservations for the right weekend.
Yeah.
And class reunion reservations, because I know that's throwing a little bit of a kink in everybody's plan.
Yep.
But yeah, all right. What do you guys want to do next? You want to do some trivia, or do you want to do some taste testing? Or
I don't know.
Good with whatever.
Yeah, we're open to whatever.
all right, let's do our taste test.
Okay.
All right, so
what
today
are we taste testing?
we have gummy bears, generic versus hairbow, which hairbow is the,
Oh, yeah.
you know.
That's the
Standard.
gold. That's the gold standard.
So we will start.
I remember years and years and years ago when we lived in Germany with my dad in the military.
Yeah.
All the little German grocery stores would have Haribo.
Haribo. I know. I'm
Haribo?
like, I feel like the I is after the. I never knew how to say it, but.
Go ahead and taste them.
Yep. Go ahead and taste them. This is. We'll have to.
I didn't try to do this. At this time, okay.
Just. Sheriff Otey's taking 18. It's fine.
I gotta get a good taste.
At least you got to mix and match the flavors.
I know.
Yeah.
I was thinking that. I grabbed a red one though. It's
You know,
typically my
this
favorite.
may take us to the end of the show to get you all
Right.
chewed up.
I forget how chewy they are. I'm unsure so far.
Mm-hmm.
Try not to look at them either because I don't want them to be like, you know, chewy fish or something. Give it away real fast. I had my little intern, my 20-year-old intern, Kenzie Vaughn. I was like, hey, will you go and grab us a taste test of something? I was like, I just need one generic and one, you know, regular. So she picked out the gummy bears today. Oh, wow. That's completely different.
Mm-hmm.
The texture is way different.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I got to call her in so she can just disclaim which one's the winner or which one's which. You guys get your
Get our
choices,
thoughts together,
yeah.
talk
Yeah.
amongst ourselves.
Yeah. I think I know which one I'm going with.
What now?
All right.
So I think I know which one I'm guessing.
I think I am too. I think I have an idea. The good part about it is when they bring in multiples, then we get to finish them after.
Yeah. All right.
All right. You are up first, Sheriff Chris.
So what do you think? One or two
Is the name brand?
is the name
I
brand?
think 2.
Two?
I'm going with 2 as well.
Really?
Yeah.
It's one.
Is it really?
Yeah. Which isn't that crazy? Because I don't remember the Haribo or whatever being that chewy or tough.
No, I don't remember it either.
Yeah.
And
these are
the
these are
second one was so much more flavorful. And
flavorful. See, this is
So,
one, guys. Get the
off-brand.
generic. Get the off-brand. We
you
learned
can,
something
you
new
can
today.
get the off-brand.
I liked them so much better.
Yeah, I did too.
I did too.
It's like it wasn't so tough to chew. So now we know. Learned something new today. All right. I'm going to do some birthdays. Happy birthday on December 12th to Betty Potteroff, Keegan Sierra, Daniel Harris, our stat guy from the Stars. Happy birthday, Raquel Johnson. And my cousin Chris Wise celebrated his 40th on December 12th. So happy birthday, guys.
To be 40 again.
I remember, you know, it's like every age you hit, you're like, man, that's old. Like you look up at like
Yeah.
30 or you look
Yeah.
up at 40 and you're like, man, that's old. And it's like the closer I get to 40, it's not that old. Like I
No,
don't feel like
I
I've
don't
gotten
think so.
any older.
40's the new 25.
I mean, for real. For real.
I remember years ago, you was always like, man, I can't wait to be a teenager. Can't wait
Oh,
to be a
yeah.
teenager. Then it was, can't wait to be
21.
Can't wait to be 21. And it was, can't wait to be 30. And it's like, oh, man, I'm 40.
Yeah.
Going downhill.
And now you're like, I wish I could be that again.
Yeah.
I couldn't wait. Like I was like, oh, I can't wait to get married. I can't wait to have babies. Like, you know, and it's like, now all that's behind me. And now it's like, now what do I look forward to? Like,
You
Retirement, I guess.
you look forward to wearing sandals with black socks up to your knees.
listen, I started living the robe life. We talked about this last week. Bought myself a robe from Mindy's sew shop. It's like I get home at 4:30, you know, and immediately just put that sucker on. I'm like, this is the stage of life I'm in.
Got to go to Walmart. You're in the robe.
No, I know. My husband's like, you are not leaving the house in that. We'll see. We'll see about it. But it's so comfy.
Speaking of things like that, when
Yeah.
we went out to South Dakota to Bike Week a few years ago.
Yeah.
Like motorcycles?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
We went out to
Yeah.
Sturgis.
Sturgis.
Yeah, that place. Anyway, went to the Full Throttle Saloon. Most of the time, we just spent people watching.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure that was entertaining.
Best one I saw. Two of the best ones I saw. We're sitting out in the front. Out walks this little old lady. Okay? She's got her big hat on, you know. About 5 feet behind her is her husband with his sandals and black socks, carrying an oxygen.
Oh, yeah.
And his face is just littered with lipstick prints because the Kapow girls got a hold of him. And then we were walking around, and I turned this corner, and there's a line of big old burly biker guys, you know. And I'm thinking, oh, it's got to be the bathroom or something, you know.
Yeah.
Oh no, there was a guy with an old John Deere hit and miss motor. Running a homemade ice cream machine.
Oh, my God.
Big old burly bikers were just walking by.
They needed them some ice
Oh,
cream.
yeah. Everybody loves ice cream, though. I mean, it was great, though. It was so much fun.
I bet the people watching out there was
Oh, yeah, it was great.
Before we get too far away from the birthdays, my son Jackson Otey turns 10 tomorrow. So.
Oh, happy birthday, Jackson.
Jackson.
Let's see. December 13th is happy birthday, Dick Curd, and our very own Mark Turner.
Yeah, it was me.
Turned 30.
Yeah.
40.
30-something.
Yeah. Happy birthday, December 14th. Yes.
I like to think I'm still 30-something.
Yeah. I do
The
too.
body says otherwise.
Right. I do too, till we try to play a game of volleyball or, something like that. You know, All right, happy birthday yesterday to Lois Cooper from Desires of Your Heart Wellness. Happy birthday to Ethan Kaiser down at Pollard Realty. December 15th today, happy birthday to Kayla Hof, Jill Friend Edwards, Kyle Reel. I think the girl Kyle Reel. It's always so confusing. Happy birthday to Jenna Allison and Ed Potts. Happy birthday tomorrow, December 16th, to Lauren Griswold and Susan Woods. And then on Sunday, December 17th, happy birthday to Sydney Eckleberry, Jacinda Kewen. I cannot talk today. Olivia Rice, Camden Vaughn, Katie Lewis, Jake Wright, and Amy Steele. Happy birthday on December 19th, Ruby Green, Andrea Boyd, Jared Murphy, and Susan Lynch and Abby Mawson. There's December 18th. I missed it. Happy birthday on Monday, December 18th, Cassie Fuller and Mark Wells. Yeah. Happy birthday. Lots of radio famous people have birthdays this week.
I figured out why you can't talk today.
Why?
It's the cold in here.
Oh, yeah.
It's colder in here than it is outside.
Shout out to Hayes Plumbing and Heating.
Oh, my goodness. Those guys are great.
Yeah, he came. I called yesterday, and like within an hour, he'd called me back, and he's like, "When
was that Carl?
When can you meet?" Yeah.
Okay.
CE is his name. Do they call him CE sometimes?
I think so.
My
Yeah,
mom said back in the day that he was CE. I was like, "Oh, it was Carl." She was like, "That's who I'm talking about."
I think Carl must have been in the Secret Service or the CIA at one time.
Yeah.
Because every once in a while we'll call him when we have boiler issues down in the basement, and I won't hear him. Won't hear him come in the back door. Won't hear him go downstairs. Nothing. Next thing I know, he's walking in. Okay, you're all fixed.
Didn't even know you were here. That's funny.
Yeah, they do a lot of work for us.
Oh, they do.
And they do a great job.
Yeah, they do.
We are very appreciative. We're just waiting on a part, and he's supposed to work his magic and get that for me today so we can have some heat in here over the weekend, or I may have to issue some refunds for my event rentals. Bring your own heavy coats and sweaters. It's just always something when you own a business, I'll tell you that. Always something. But, well, what do you got for us?
I don't have really much.
Yeah.
I mean, let's see. Oh, today is Cupcake Day.
National Cupcake Day.
It's Ugly Sweater Day.
Okay.
Oh, you were going to talk about your gift.
Yes, I wanted to say, so it's Cupcake Day, but we were surprised with a pan of hot cinnamon rolls this morning from a secret admirer, I guess. So thank you to our sweet little person that brought us the cinnamon rolls. We're going to indulge after this broadcast.
It's National Regifting Day today.
I feel like it should be after Christmas, or I guess they're regifting the stuff they got from last
Yeah.
Christmas.
Yeah.
Like
There
that
you go.
makes sense.
Tomorrow is National Chocolate Covered Anything Day.
All right,
It
every
is
day of my
Stupid
life.
Toy Day.
Most of
Stupid
them,
toy.
most of them are, in my opinion. I'm like, how sad is it? What you have kids like. I'm just stressed already because it's like Christmas is coming. I know they're gonna get all of this stuff. I won't call it junk but I'm like, I've got to go through my house and get rid of some stuff. We're busting at the seams already,
Oh, yes.
you know. And it's like, I just want them to buy them like experiences, like take them. Hey, babysit for them for a day. That'd be a great gift. Take them to the zoo or, something like that. Because it's like, it's just sad to see the amount of money that's spent on Christmas. I mean, we're so lucky. They have so many people that love them, grandmas and grandpas and aunts and uncles but it's just like the amount of money that gets spent on them, and then by the next year, it's broken. It's hasn't been played with in 10 months, and it's like, gosh.
Oh yeah,
Just
Mindy and
put
I
it in
talk
their
about that all the
savings,
time.
yeah.
Go through and get. Okay, they haven't touched these in 2
Right.
years, so let's go ahead and
move it.
donate all this stuff because like you say, there's going to be an influx coming
It's
in here.
coming. It's
I-
coming.
Week and a half.
I do that at home, cleaning out the house. Okay, I haven't used this in a couple of years. Going in the trash. Oh, I can use that for something.
Your wife,
Oh,
she
yeah.
says that.
Oh yeah.
See, I am not a hoarder by any means, but like my husband, if it's on the floor and he just gets frustrated, he'll just like pick it all up and just throw it in the trash. It's like if it's on the floor, that means they actually just played with it. That's the stuff they like. What you need to get is the stuff that's still in the toy bucket.
At the bottom
Dump
of the
that,
toy bucket.
dump that in the trash, and then put this stuff on top. But he just gets, frustrated.
Sunday is National Maple Syrup Day.
Okay.
So when you're having your pancakes on Sunday morning, have maple syrup.
Is there any other maple syrup besides like Aunt Jemima? Is it still called Aunt Jemima?
I don't know.
I know they had to like change the.
I don't think it's called Aunt Jemima anymore.
Okay, because I knew they had to change the packaging.
Yeah.
Like they had
I don't
to
know if
change
they changed the name or not.
I'm not
Yeah.
sure either, but
And Sunday is also Wright Brothers Day.
the Wright
First-
brothers, the first flight.
Yeah,
Was
first
that when it
flight.
happened?
Sunday,
Really?
November 17th or December 17th.
Seems
See?
like an odd time to take like a flight.
Yeah.
I mean, it was cold and what, North Carolina? Is that
Yeah.
where they were?
Yeah.
First in
Kitty Hawk.
flight. Kitty Hawk. Yeah, some good trivia right there.
Well, you've already answered it.
Guys, tell us in the comments. We got Double D checking in, listening from his office at Frontier Community College. And then Brian Humphrey. I remember Sheriff Otey when he was a kid. I used to work for his mother, Rita, when she owned the Subway restaurant there in Fairfield. Rita was a great boss. I never knew that she owned that.
Yeah, my parents are the ones that actually brought it to Fairfield.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Thanks to them. I saw a meme the other day that was like, at some point, Subway convinced us all that eating a whole loaf of bread in one sitting was healthy, you know?
Yeah.
I'm like, it was brilliant marketing because I was like, I'm eating good. I'm
Yeah.
eating healthy.
Oh, yeah.
I feel good. It's got veggies on it,
Yeah.
We're good.
That
That's so
sprinkle
cool,
of lettuce
though.
just counteracts
Yeah.
the loaf of bread.
The loaf of bread. That's so cool, though. I never knew that. So, do you remember, like, what time frame they brought it here? Like, how old were you?
I was a kid. I don't
Yeah,
remember.
little?
Yeah.
Wow. Very cool. I'm trying to think where the original location even was. Was it where Chop Shop?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
That's where I remember, like,
I
when
can't
we
remember
were in
what was there
school.
before. I remember going there with my dad whenever
Yeah.
we were remodeling. it.
Oh,
We
yeah,
were
making it,
Oh, yeah.
getting it ready.
using floor scrapers and getting old floor up and
Yeah.
things like that.
That's so neat. Very cool. Thanks for chiming in, Brian.
Yeah.
Appreciate that. I always knew your mom to work at Dr. Link's office. That's where I remember her from, and yeah. KO, he's just, always been around. I've just always known him my entire life from church and radio and stuff like that. So he's he's always involved, helping out the community. He's a good dude too. Runs in the family. I love y'all. All right, you ready for some trivia?
We are.
All right.
This is, like I say, I try and cater the trivia to our
I
guests.
know. You do a good
So
job.
today it's Christmas movies that have a criminal intent. Okay? All right.
Aunt Dora's Buffet. Before
What?
Chop Shop. Aunt Dora's Buffet.
Oh, well, I thought maybe
That's
you're
what
right.
Double
No.
D said.
I thought it was, somebody told me it was a Rebens at one time. Was
Is
it?
that where Rebens was?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know either.
I always thought, I don't know. Chime in if you guys know. Where was Rebens?
All right. The first couple of 3 questions come from the movie Home Alone.
All right.
Okay.
I
'Cause-
feel confident in myself in this. I'm probably too confident.
What was the name of the character that Macaulay Culkin played in Home Alone?
Kevin McAllister.
All right.
My kid's rocking a Kevin McAllister T-shirt today. I was like, now
Yeah.
you know who's on your shirt, right? Like, I don't want you to let us down and, like, someone ask you and you not
We're
know.
gonna let your mom and dad down.
Yeah, don't let me down here.
Where were the McAllister family traveling before realizing Kevin was left behind?
Paris?
They were going to Paris, yeah.
Which I want to know. What was this dad's job?
Right.
Right? He had all
I
these kids.
think I commented on that last time we watched it. I was like,
What is he doing? Because they have this mansion. He's
Yeah.
flying the whole gang to Paris. You
Uh-huh.
know, like I'm like, okay, $200 budget per kid. You know.
yeah,
What?
Yeah.
What state did the McAllisters live in?
Illinois.
Yeah,
Yeah,
right.
they were up by Chicago.
That's what I was thinking.
Uh-huh. All right. Next one is from the movie Die Hard,
Okay.
of which
This is all you, bud.
sometimes, well, there is a debate.
Yeah.
Is that really a Christmas movie? Is it not a Christmas
I
movie?
saw, like, at Walmart, they had all the Christmas movies. It was titled Christmas movies, and
Uh-huh.
Die Hard DVD was in the stack. So
Yeah, see,
apparently
I
Walmart
don't-
agrees
I
that
don't-
Die Hard is a
I mean,
Christmas movie.
To me, just because a movie is set at Christmas doesn't necessarily make it
Right.
a Christmas movie.
Right. Right.
But I can see I can see that. Okay, anyway. What is John McClane's job?
Cop.
Yeah. He's a cop.
Hey.
See, it said cop when I looked at the trivia, but I wrote down police officer 'cause
Right.
I didn't want to,
I think of John McClane's
offend
a cop.
anybody.
Yeah.
All right. Why is John in Hollywood at the Nakatomi Plaza?
Oh my gosh, I can't even remember. I've got little kids, so I haven't got to watch that movie. in
Right,
years.
right. Yeah. I know. I have never seen it.
Was he on vacation? I can't remember.
He was going to see his wife.
Oh, okay.
His
Where-
wife worked
Oh,
at the
okay.
Nakatomi Plaza,
Oh, okay.
and he was going to see his wife.
Literally no idea.
All right. Let's move on to the Grinch.
Okay.
Okay.
Which actor played the Grinch?
Jim Carrey.
Uh-huh. What is the name of the Grinch's dog?
Max. This is like
Man,
right up
you're
my
like,
alley
boom,
because
boom.
we watch a lot of Grinch right now.
All right. Who wrote, by the way, the animated Grinch was on last night.
Yeah, I like it too.
Who wrote that book?
The Grinch? Oh. Dr. Seuss.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Hey,
No,
pulled
I was
that out of
thinking, I was
nowhere.
like, oh,
And-
Dr. Seuss, yeah.
What was Dr. Seuss's real name?
Oh.
I have no idea.
Yeah, I don't know either.
Theodore Geisel.
Would not have came up with that in a
No.
million years.
I didn't have that one in the back
All
of my
right.
head.
Who does the Grinch hate?
Who?
Who's?
Yeah, the Who's of
Christmas?
Whoville, yeah.
Yeah, the
Okay,
Who's.
okay. Not the band, but the Who's of Whoville,
Okay.
yeah.
And our final question comes to us from Christmas Vacation.
Oh,
Okay.
classic.
Who kidnaps Clark's boss?
Eddie. Cousin Eddie.
That's right, Cousin Eddie.
Cousin Eddie. Oh my gosh. Okay, we do have Gordy chiming back in. He says before Subway, it was Ray and Anita's. They had an eating place in the 70s.
Okay.
So, sounds like there's a lot of history in that building, and that's what I love. Like, you know, I hate to see or hear about buildings being torn down and stuff because there's so much history in all of them. But thank you, Gordy and Double D, for chiming in there.
Ray and Anita's. What was that, like a burger joint or? I don't know.
I don't know.
I do not know either. I don't either.
We need details, Gordy.
Right.
Details,
Help
man.
us
Come
out.
on.
Come on, Gordy.
I'm going to give a little shout out to Black's Flower Shop. Gotta get this in here. Life is better in a small town, Fairfield, Illinois. These are available down there. I just thought it was so cute. And it's kind of funny because it has a water tower on it, which is, you know, the dramatics that water tower
I know.
has caused. Like, why does everyone that comes in paints the water tower that's rotten and,
Yeah.
But once again, history, it was a staple. Now we have a beautiful new one and everyone's happy, but I just thought that was really cute. And Tina said I could show it on here. So, we do have a couple news stories thanks to Tom Levine.
Well, I mean, the big news story of the day,
What's that?
Bobby Wells.
Oh, yes. Congratulations to Mr. Wells. He has been named the superintendent at the high school. So Miss Z gets to go back into retirement for the 17th time, I think. I'm so thankful for her always stepping up when the schools need her. But well-deserved, I feel like, for Mr. Wells.
Oh, yeah.
No, I agree.
He's a good dude.
And you know what? There's not anybody that would put out a good example, for Mr. Wells.
Yeah.
For Bobby as he moves into his
Oh,
superintendentship.
Yeah. And he's worked like every aspect of that school. He's been a coach, he's been a teacher, he's been the AD, he's covered literally every position.
Assistant
I feel like
principal,
right. So I think that's so good no matter what line of work you're in, starting at the bottom and because you are more empathetic to every department and understand how what decisions you make affect each department and each person individually.
Right.
So I think he'll do a great job, and we're excited for him.
Oh,
and,
yeah. Congratulations.
and for the school.
Congratulations.
And I'm sure they're all happy to have that figured out and,
Well,
move
and it's
on.
going to be a smooth transition.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Miss C will
You know,
still be around.
You've not got somebody coming from, wherever.
Right.
You've got somebody right here in town who knows the job. And,
knows what he's getting into.
Yeah.
And we don't have to worry, hopefully, knock on wood, not have to worry about him being like, never mind, this isn't for me.
Yeah.
See you later.
I would say he's got a good idea of what he's getting into.
Yes, 100%. So another thing, which I'm sure you know a little bit about, but there are counterfeit bills circulating. Authorities are again alerting the public to be on the lookout for counterfeit money being passed throughout Southern Illinois. Denominations of $20 and $100 have shown up in various locations, all different serial numbers, but some are very noticeably fake due to the texture of paper, color, and centering. We've even gotten some dollar bills that say like movie motion picture on them or whatever.
Motion picture currency.
Yeah.
We do deal with that quite often.
It's crazy.
But it really seems like it's sporadic. It's like sometimes then we may go almost a year when it's not a problem.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, they find out they're on to us, so then they tone it down, and then they'll start circulating again. But I think there was it you guys that talked about it? There was someone that like went into Hugs, and he had, I think, the fake 20s. He was like going into Hugs, going around local businesses. Maybe I just saw it on Facebook somewhere, but they're like, keep an eye out for this guy that has these fake 20s that's going in there. And, it's $20 is $20, but still you're stealing from a business by doing that.
A lot of times they'll go in and buy something that's $1.50 or something, then they get all that change back of actual money.
Yeah.
And if you do that, to 4 or 5 businesses a day, there's,
Yeah, you're making some money off of it. So it's just crazy. This I thought was interesting. Are you a deer hunter at all?
I'm not.
Yeah, I'm not either, but it's crazy around here. Everybody loves it. And apparently, hunters in Illinois took 76,232 deer during the 7-day firearm deer season, according to preliminary reports from the state. So the shotgun deer harvest was 76,232 deer in the state of Illinois, which is just crazy. Comparatively, I guess in 2022, it was 76,854. So we were actually down 600 or so. But
I will say that both my boys do go hunting with my wife's dad.
Oh, really?
So now they decided they like it. So next year I'm getting back into it.
Oh, well, good. It's crazy the things we do for our children.
And Wayne County is usually near the top of the list in the state. And I think Pike County is probably the biggest.
Yeah, I'd say so.
Actually, so it says, let's see, Wayne County had the biggest decrease in their deers harvested this year. Their 7-day total was 1,407, which was down 106 from last year. So, come on, guys, step up your game.
Yeah.
My son contributed. He got a doe, and we just got it back from the processor.
Cool.
So he's
Is that his
pretty
first?
excited.
Was it his first
Yes,
one?
yes.
Yeah. Oh, that's so fun. I used to practice like bow hunting. I would, I guess shooting a bow. I wasn't ever really hunting, and I like that. I mean, it's fun to learn a craft or whatever, but I don't know that I could actually ever kill an animal. Like, I'm the one that swerves for like the woolly worms on the road. Like, I swear I'm swerving not to hit those. Like, it's fine. But yeah, I can't. I don't think I can do it. I will eat the meat. I'm not a vegetarian, but I don't want to see the process,
Yeah.
So, let's see. The IECC board met on Tuesday night at Lincoln Trail College. They had a public hearing to receive public comments on the intent to levy taxes and review the 2023 tax levy. No comments were received, and the tax levy for calendar year 2023 was approved as presented. The estimated tax rate for 2023 levy is 43.79 cents per $100. The rate is consistent with the district's 20-year average of 43.80 cents per 100 and equalized assessed valuation. So I know that was something that was brought up at the city council meeting a couple weeks ago too. So I know everyone's trying to get that figured out. I think Wayne County, they decided not to levy any taxes this year, I believe. I think that's what Liz Ann told me. But it's all over my head. I don't know a lot about taxes. I just pay them when they tell me to, But
so there'll be like a levy that they have to pass that just covers the amount that.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cost of living increase or
Right,
something like that,
right.
basically.
And I know the city was talking about raising theirs to help cover like the city and fire pensions that we've been.
Police and fire pension, yeah.
Yeah, police and fire pensions. So I mean, no one likes getting their taxes raised, but we've got to be able to, stay afloat, make some progress too. So, but yeah, that's really all I have for today. Yeah.
Okay.
You got anything else?
We've
got 8 minutes. This is like
I
so
know.
unlike us.
Let's see.
Normally we talk and talk and talk, but
What can we? Gosh. Yeah, I know. Jeopardy. I don't know.
Blanks.
I'm just drawing a blank today.
Me too.
I don't know. I mean, well, last night was Ladies' Night Out.
Yeah,
Here in
we
Fairfield.
missed that.
I think tomorrow is.
Men on a Mission.
Is that tomorrow?
I think so.
Okay, I usually thought it was the Saturday
The
before
Saturday
Christmas.
before.
But since next week, Sunday is going to be Christmas Eve, right? So I think
Yeah, it'd be too close.
it pushing it.
Yeah.
I mean, now granted, there'll be a lot of men out on the Saturday before Christmas trying to buy stuff.
I may be there too. I finally have started buying some things, but I was like, up until this week, I think I hadn't bought a single Christmas gift. Like, it's so unlike me. But we do have the Senior Light Tour winners.
Oh, yeah.
So let's see. The first place went to 305 Northeast 4th Street, which was Becky Brindle or Nathan Brindle, I think, does most of that. They always look so good.
Oh, that is beautiful.
604 East Center Street, Vaughn. Would that be Crystal Vaughn, the house that they own on Center?
I don't know, maybe.
I'm not sure either. And then third place was 1513 Cumberland Drive. Diane Downs won that. So if you go to Fairfield Illinois Chamber Facebook page, Libby has actually made a map. You have to scroll back down a little bit, but there's a Google map that shows kind of like where to go and look at lights in the area. So it's one of my favorite things to do. We'll usually take the boys and go through the lights and then just kind of cruise around town and find it. But that makes it a little easier.
You know what? And we've cruised through the lights a couple, 3 times, and we see something different every time.
Right.
And
you
they add something new.
Yeah.
Or to us this year, it seems like more than just one.
Really?
They've added several new. We've seen several that.
Something's happening. Yeah, do you need to... Not you?
I don't have anything.
It's getting... Wow. Yeah, there's lots of sirens flying by. Mark. Well, hopefully everything's okay. But yeah, there was lots of sirens that just went by. But, well, I guess that is all the time we have for today. And
Don't forget basketball tomorrow night.
yeah, basketball tomorrow.
And it's an early start.
5, right? 5 p.m.
Yeah, 3:30 for the freshman game, 5 o'clock for JV when we come on the air, and then about 6:30 for the varsity game as Newton comes to town.
I've also had a lot of requests to stream a freshman game or two, so that might be something we need to think about doing. Obviously we want to try to give every age group and every sport and stuff.
Tell you what, they're
some
fun to watch.
credits.
The freshmen are fun to watch because
Yeah.
we're usually there. For us it'd be showing up another half hour.
Right,
early,
right.
It wouldn't be that big
Yeah.
a deal, but
We need to do that.
they are fun to watch.
Well, good.
So
We'll
are the
make
JV and the varsity.
Yep, we'll make sure to get some of those on the schedule, and we'll post on our Mule Nation Facebook page and let you guys know what games we're going to do. But we appreciate you joining us on It's a Beautiful Day in Fairfield. You can tune in again next Friday at 8:30 a.m. And, yes.
Next Friday, Santa Claus.
Oh, yeah,
Santa Claus is coming in next week.
Santa Claus is our special guest, so it
Glad I
should...
didn't have to follow that.
Yeah, ain't no one's topping that. I hope he comes in, like, full-on Santa Claus.
I believe he is.
All right.
I mean,
this should be
because
fun.
it is Santa Claus.
It is Santa. I
Yeah,
know.
why
But
wouldn't you come in full
was he going to
on?
be in his casual Santa
Like,
outfit, or you know?
Yeah. Is he going to have one of them cool hats on?
Is
A
he going
plaid
to
hat or something?
bring gifts? Because I got a bone
Gifts
to
would
pick.
be nice.
I got a bone to pick with him. For some reason, everyone else in my family, their stockings get stuffed with all these amazing things. He misses mine every single year. So I got a bone to pick with him.
Is there a hole in it?
Stay tuned.
Is there a hole in the bottom of that stocking?
Maybe I'm just,
And
been
it's
bad.
just falling down?
I don't know.
Well, you've been bad, you get a lump of coal.
Hell, he doesn't even give me that. So
Oh, man.
what's that mean? Oh, goodness. All right, guys. We'll see you next Friday
All right.
with Santa Claus. Thanks for joining us.